Welcome everyone at TNV Academy. Today I am going to explore the topic regarding the food safety thermometer. Thermometer, its relevance to food safety, importance, selection, safety tips, different type of food thermometer, usage, procedure of calibration. One of the critical factor in controlling bacteria in food is controlling temperature. Pathogenic microorganisms grow very slowly at low temperatures, multiply rapidly in mid-rate temperature, and are killed at high temperature. It is essential to use thermometer when cooking various food items to prevent undercooking and therefore prevent foodborne illnesses. The top 4 reasons why a food safety thermometer is so important: to prevent foodborne illnesses, meets food safety regulation, improves food safety, and increase customer satisfaction. Various types of thermometers are used in food industry to check temperature at different stages of preparation, cooking, and storage. Each type has its own specific use, benefits, and limitation. Here is an overview of main type of food thermometer. When selecting a thermometer for food, consider the following factors. First, type of food: thin or thick cuts, liquid or solid food. Cooking method: grilling, baking, frying, or chilling. Accuracy and speed: how quickly and accurately you need the temperature reading. Ease of use: digital display, ease of cleaning, and durability. So what about the safety tips for using food thermometer? First is the calibration. Regularly calibrate thermometer according to the manufacturer's instruction to ensure accuracy. Placement: insert the thermometer into the thickest part of food, away from bones, fat, or cartilage. Cleaning: clean the probe with hot soapy water before and after each use to prevent cross-contamination. And storage: store thermometer properly to avoid damage and ensure longevity. Let's discuss various types of thermometer being used to check food temperature and also their benefits and limitations. The first one is a probe thermometer. Probe thermometer consists of metal probe attached to a digital or analog display. The probe is inserted into the food to measure internal temperatures. It provides quick reading within a few seconds, commonly used for checking the proper cooking of meats and other foods, used for checking internal temperature of meat, poultry, and other foods. Benefits: accurate and quick internal temperature reading, essential for ensuring food is cooked to safe temperature. Limitation: it may not be suitable for all foods, liquid. Number second is infrared laser temperature. And about its description, infrared thermometer measures the surface temperature of food using infrared radiation without making contact with the food. So it's used for quick check of surface temperature of food, cooking surface, and equipment. It is ideal for checking temperature of food items during storage and transport. What is the benefit of this thermometer? Non-contact measurement reduces the risk of cross-contamination, provide instant reading, make it efficient for quick checks. And there is a limitation for this thermometer. It measures only surface temperature, not internal temperature. Accuracy can be affected by reflected surface, steam, or other obstruction. Now, number third is a thermocouple thermometer. The description of this thermometer: thermocouple thermometer use two fine wires of different metals that are welded together at the tip. The temperature difference between the two metals generates a voltage that is converted into a temperature reading. Use: suitable for a wide range of food and cooking process, often used in professional kitchen and food processing facilities. Benefits: very fast and accurate reading, can measure both surface and internal temperature with interchangeable probes. And there is a limitation for this thermometer also. Generally, it is more expensive than other type of thermometer, requires careful handling and maintenance. Now, fourth is a bimetallic stem thermometer. So, description of this thermometer: bimetallic stem thermometer use a stem metal that contains two different metals bonded together. The metal expand and contract at different rates when heated, causing the stem to move and provide a temperature reading. Uses: commonly used for checking temperature of large cuts of meat, soups, and stew. Benefits: durable and easy to use, suitable for both hot and cold foods. Limitation: slower response time compared to digital thermometer. Now we will come to the fifth thermometer, that is a dial oven safe thermometer. Description of this thermometer: these thermometers are designed to stay in a food while it cooks in the oven. They have a dial display and can withstand high oven temperature. What about the uses of this thermometer? Monitoring the internal temperature of large roast poultry and other foods during oven cooking. Benefits of this thermometer: continuous monitoring of food temperature during cooking, easy to read dial, and limitation not suitable for thin food or quick checks. Now, sixth one is our disposable temperature indicator. Description: these are the single-use indicators that change color when a specific temperature is reached. They are often used in food transport and storage. Uses: ensuring food has been stored or transported at safe temperature. Useful in cold chain management. Benefits: simple to use and interpret, no need for calibration. There is a limitation for this indicators also. Single use only, not cost effective for frequent check. Limited accuracy compared to reusable thermometer. Calibrating a food thermometer is an essential practice to ensure that it provides accurate temperature reading. So what about when to calibrate the thermometer? After purchase, calibrate new thermometer before using them for the first time. After impact, calibrate after thermometer dropping or jolting, as physical impact can affect its accuracy. Extreme temperature changes: if thermometer has been exposed to extreme temperature, calibration ensures accuracy. Methods of calibration. So usually there are the two primary methods for calibrating a food thermometer: the ice method and the boiling water method. So I will explain a step-by-step guide for both method calibration. So first is the ice water method. Materials needed: crushed ice, clean water, a glass or cup, food thermometer, wrench or plier. Procedure: prepare ice water. Fill a glass with crushed ice and add clean water to the top. Stir well. Let it sit for couple of minutes to stabilize the temperature at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees centigrade. Now insert the thermometer. Insert the probe of thermometer into the center of ice water, not touching the sides or bottom. Stir gently to ensure an even temperature around the probe. Wait for stabilization. Wait for reading to stabilize about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Check the reading. The thermometer should read 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees centigrade. If not, it needs adjustment. Now second one is a boiling water method. So in boiling water method, what are the materials we needed? A pot of clean water, a heat source, food thermometer, a wrench or plier. So in the procedure, first boil the water. Bring a pot of clean water to rolling boil. Insert the thermometer. Insert the probe into the boiling water, not touching the sides or bottom. Now wait for stabilization. Wait for reading to stabilize about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Check the reading. The thermometer should read 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees centigrade at sea level. Now we come to the conclusion. Each type of thermometer has its specific use and advantages, making it suitable for different aspects of food safety and quality control. Understanding the appropriate use and limitation of each type helps ensure accurate temperature monitoring, which is crucial for maintaining food safety standards. Thanks for watching video. Please do share with your friends.